All right, my March Madness peep. The women's natty title game was earlier today. Oh boy, what a difference 24-hour make in my mood. Last night, y'all saw my video. I was very upset and disappointed with my Dukies. Now today, I can say I'm a little exhilarated and happy. Anybody knows me, I've been kind of doing women's brackets and been a little bit of a fan of women's basketball since probably I believe 1991, which would have been, my freshman year. I was a huge Rebecca Lobo fan, and because of her, I became a UConn fan. And UConn and the Lady Huskies are the two teams, and Duke are the three teams I basically, I support Duke because I'm a Duke fan for men's basketball. And UConn women, Huskies, and the Tennessee Lady Vols are the two teams that I basically root for in women's basketball constantly because of players they've had. Tennessee over the years, Tamika Catchings, Chamika Hoslaw, Candace Park, and legendary coach, God rest her soul, Pat Summitt. Now UConn, I came across first game I ever watched for women was the UConn Huskies. I believe 91 Rebecca Lobo was a freshman. And I was exhilarated when she finally got her national title. And then years and years and years later, we had the players like Maya Moore, Brianna Stewart, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore. Now, Rebecca Lobo would get a national title in her final year. Brianna Stewart won 4. I believe Diana Taurasi won 3. What was it, like 3? And then Sue Bird got 2, and Maya Moore was on one of them teams that got 1 or 2. So, yeah. One of the reasons I like UConn is them players right there. Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, Rebecca Lobo. All of them are all-time greats, and now you can add Paige Beckers to that list of all-time greats for UConn. I've been a big fan of Paige for the last better part of 3 or 4 years. And to see her go through the injuries she's went through in back-to-back seasons, the COVID year, they got stolen from her. That season got stolen from her. And to see her go out as a champion is amazing. First and foremost, let me start by saying congratulations to Paige Beckers and the UConn Huskies. How awesome. That is awesome. They won it all, you guys. They won it all. If you're a fan of UConn, that is great. Go UConn. Paige's final tally as a college player, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. Good job, Paige. And to see the love her and Gino had when she left the court, the hugs, the tears at the press conference, that's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Final score of today's game was UConn 82, South Carolina 59. This game wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be. UConn just dominated. UConn showed why they're UConn. And why they now have 12 national titles. If you think about that, guys, that's pretty impressive. That's impressive. Very impressive. 24 Final Four appearances for UConn, 16 Final Four appearances in the last 17 years. That means in the last 17, they've only missed the Final Four once. But congratulations also to South Carolina on a great season. You have nothing to hang your heads about, guys. To get back to a second straight, that's amazing. And 3 of the last 4 years in the national title, that's just amazing. Good job, guys. Now, UConn, way to go. I mean, I thought this game would be a lot closer. My take on the game was, I thought this would be very close throughout. I thought, it would come down to the wire and who had the ball last, and possible shooting foul shots to clinch it. I still thought UConn would win by about 4 or 5, but UConn gets the job done. UConn's your 2024-2025 national champions. Paige goes out as champion and now heads to the WNBA. Probably joined by her teammate Ozzy Fudd, who I believe had 24 points today, and Sarah Strong had 23 or 24, I believe, or 20, something like that. And that Sarah Strong's a freshman, so UConn's in good hands for the next few years. I mean, 13 national title game appearances and 12 national championships. They only lost once, and that was in 2022 to that same South Carolina team. They dominated today, but I had a women's bracket. I went in first today. I needed UConn to win that bracket, and I took first. So yeah, I'll have some winnings coming back for that. But go UConn. I would say next season, my odds-on favorite would probably be. I'd say you have to put UConn up there. South Carolina again. I'd say UCLA. USC, depending on Juju, if she decides to come back or go into the WNBA draft. I think she'll come back because she's still she's not a senior. I'm not sure. I think it's her sophomore or junior this year. But I can see her coming back with that injury. But congratulations to all the women that made the March Madness tournament. That's no small feat. Look forward to next season. My odds-on favorite next year to win the national title is probably UConn and South Carolina. But with that being said, congrats to my UConn Lady Huskies on another championship. I mean, good job, Paige. You joined the likes of Diane Taurasi, Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, Rebecca Loeb. Well, you will now sit with them greats of the national champion. I look forward to seeing you in the WNBA, where I know you're going to win Rookie of the Year with ease. And look to seeing you going up against Caitlin again. Caitlin, see you in a couple months. Paige, playing on TV. See you in a couple months, Paige. Congrats, UConn. Congrats, UConn. And Paige, good luck in the WNBA.